Greetings and welcome to the Live Drive Jive Archive with your host Frank Monday. Yo, come on, let's get some yos out there in Happy Land. I hope you good-looking, sexy people are doing well out in Happy Land. This is Friday, broadcasting to you from the Central Kingdom of the Celestial Dragon, shooting across the airwaves like a radio transmission. Broadcast from an old megalithic pyramid, generating energy all the way up to the top of the crystalline pyramidion, emitting out in waves of radiological energy, bounced from cell tower to cell tower across underwater trans-Pacific cables to the US, transatlantic cables to jolly old England, avoiding all of the Mickey Mouse spurious fake satellites that you could clearly see do not orbit the Earth. There aren't any up there. And according to Eric Dubé, the few that are held aloft by helium-filled balloons. Makes you think of the old German song, 99 Luftballons. Nan Luftballon. Luftballon. You remember that song? Don't even recall what it was for. But I remember when I met my wife we met in Boston. I was working there in management in a store. But when I met her, that was one of her favorite songs. And she was just over from Germany. She lived in Germany to do her undergraduate studies. I think she was in a program where it was like her last year or 2 years of high school and then her undergraduate, and she spoke fairly fluent German at the time. I think her German's rusty now though. I can't imagine learning a language and then not actively practicing it or pursuing it, keeping it up. She'll bring out her rusty German like when we occasionally interact with a German friend or something. And it's like, if I spent 6-7 years of my life in country, I think I would maintain that. At least like look at the news in their language and story time and stuff. I don't know. But that's just me. What are you gonna do? Keep these transmissions shorter and shorter as the algorithm doesn't give you any kind of love. You get very little love from the tubes these days. But what are you gonna do? Just keep rolling with the punches. Y'all good-looking people out in Happy Land, stay well. I hope you enjoyed your Thanksgiving. That's always a delightful holiday. It's the day you're supposed to express your gratitude. I can't imagine anybody would want to attack that holiday based on fake news about the past. It's like they're trying to rewrite all the history folks like me grew up in the States learning and replace it with this critical race theory. I've tried to research into that a little bit. I really don't know what the fuck they're doing. But, yeah, they're just trying to burn it all down, right? So avoid the news media outlets and get your news from alternative sources. And like I've always said in the past, when has the news ever even mattered, right? Like, when has it ever had any direct effect on your life? And the answer is it doesn't. It does not. 100-day magical challenge. Don't forget your Aladdin's lamp magical wish list. Get your 3 items on there if you haven't yet. 1, 2, 3. Organize them so the easiest to achieve is number 1 position. Then the second hardest is number 2 position. And the most long-term, most difficult wish is in the 3rd position. You could change those items in the 100-day challenge in the first trimester, right? So within the first 33 days, feel free to swap out and switch around as your fancy suits you. The sky's the limit, as they say, right? So nothing's too grand. It works better if you keep it within the realm of that which is reasonable for your own personal situation. Try to look at it 3 times a day, morning, noon, and evening. Try to think about it anytime you can during the day. Check out the little pamphlet, It Works, for reinforcement on the ideas in the 100-day magical challenge. Let's bring some things into fruition, y'all. Lord of the universe, the vast and the mighty one, guide and protect us. Cthulhu has risen. Praise the Mother Hydra and the Father Dagon. I will see you all in the abodes of the future.